you go back to a time that I lived through, of course, when I was at the University of Houston. And I was so proud at the time of our Texas Senator Lyndon Johnson, who was vice president. President Kennedy was assassinated. I was working out there at the U of H when that happened, walking across campus. And I was wondering what was going to happen to a lot of the uh, proposals that had gone before Congress. And because of Lyndon Johnson, and he was able to strong arm some of the Democrats in the South, and was able to push through the civil rights legislation and the voting rights legislation. And we thought finally that was going to be what was going to pass and be the rule of the country. But that's been worked back a little bit by the Republican administrations that we have had. And I noticed just recently now, I think it was yesterday or today, that uh, the Texas politicians have now ruled that the Voting Rights Act will be harder because more of these things will be put in. I think the bill to restrict the voting in Texas was put in by a senator from Mineola, Texas. And this is where Texas politics uh, has always been controlled by the counties and the smaller cities. And your big cities like Houston and Dallas, Fort Worth, San Antonio, they don't get the representation that is needed. And they're the cities that take the brunt of these bills that are passed to prevent voting. And that's what's tough. I think if the cities could get control of the Texas legislature, then I think fair and more equitable treatment of the voting programs would happen.